Jared here at Cedar Point, and as you may probably already know, Cedar Point is not doing Halloweekends, Great Pumpkin Fest, nor Haunt for 2020. Now, those events are all expected to return for 2021, but in the meantime, Cedar Point has decided to debut a new fall festival for 2020. I don't know a whole lot about it, so we're gonna go in here and start checking it out. Well, it would appear that they have decided to go ahead and put up all of their Halloween fall decorations. I'd have been pretty disappointed if they hadn't done that. Because we're gonna get started and just start walking around and figure out exactly what fall festival is. And we'll also take a look at all the decorations they've got up. Might as well come in here and see if they got any merchandise for the season. Hey, we got some new merchandise. Look at that. Tricks and Treats, Cedar Point. That looks like something you'd wear. But look at this. I think it's supposed to be a werewolf. It kind of looks like a bat. But I'm pretty sure it's the wolfman or werewolf because, oh no, that's a black cat. I don't know, yeah, maybe it's a bat.
Do you believe this is the bat? Definitely a bat.
Yeah, I can't really debate that. Look at this, I've never seen one like that before.
She's cute.
Little witch.
Also a bat.
That's not a bat.
Oh yes, they don't.
Well, now that's interesting. It's got some of my favorites right there. Well, not a whole lot of stuff, but I do like everything that they do have. So one of the main things with Tricks and Treats Fall Fest is the tasting stations that they have set up throughout the entire park. All kinds of good little fall food that you can try out. Well, Lindsay's ready to start her first tastings. Now, the way this works is you can either buy a lanyard, which is what I got. She gets 6 of them for $30. Or when you buy your tickets online, they had like a little combo deal that you could get your ticket plus 3 tastings, and that's what Lindsay did. Her first little thing she's gonna try, what is this called?
The Death Dog.
What's on it? Well, other than
sauce. I think it's pepper jack or Monterey Jack cheese, and then jalapenos.
And it's a sausage. It looks like a
chili sauce.
But it looks like a sausage, not a hot dog.
Well, maybe.
I could be wrong. Yeah, try that bad boy out. I didn't think you liked jalapenos, but
I do. I grew them in the garden.
We'll see. There you go. It's escaping you. Chomp that sucker. Oh, klutzy. What do you think? Is it a good little devil dog? Or?
Yeah.
The lanyard has a map on the back that shows you where the tasting locations are. However, it does not tell you what is at those locations.
The app does, though.
Oh, the app does? So I don't know if we mentioned it, but the first tasting station with these hot dogs is in Hugo's, the Italian kitchen, right at basically the front of the park. They had another one too, didn't they? It was like a mummy dog.
Yeah.
It was a sausage dog, but it was wrapped in bacon.
It had honey mustard, I think, on it. Looked good too.
It's good to see the old Cedar Point graveyard once again. It's time for me to try something now. I'm trying the Day of the Dead fries. It's jalapeno, some kind of, looks like a garlic sauce. And I don't know what that is. Some kind of cheese. So let me try it. Try a jalapeno too. That's not bad. Pretty good. My fries are a little bit cold. What? Yeah, other than that, it's pretty good. Fresh Cut is where I got my Day of the Dead fries. Now I've noticed so far that each station has had 2 items. The other thing they had here was Frankenstein's fries, which had some pulled pork and bacon on top of them. So far, it would seem that they put out all of their usual Halloweekends decorations. Because here we go, we've got the Distortions Ogre. We do got a new sign above him though, Tricks and Treats Fall Fest. Oh, I can't wait to see the return of Halloweekends next year. So far, very light crowd today, and while that may not be great for Cedar Point, I always enjoy these theme parks a lot more when there's hardly anybody here. Oh, I do not recall ever seeing this display before. Holy crow. This must be new. A little Day of the Dead action going on here. Hey, at this point, I'm just following this little band around the park. Time for another tasting, and now we are going to try a burger at Coasters. They've got two of them. They've got the zombie cheddar burger, which is what I'm going to try, and they've got a Beyond the Grave burger made from a Beyond Burger. Now, about a year ago I had a Beyond Burger. They are pretty tasty, but I think I'm going to stick with the zombie cheddar burger. So I got my zombie burger here, and it's kind of interesting because this is cold. Like really cold, so I thought like maybe it was supposed to get cooked and they made a mistake. We took it back up there and they said no, it's supposed to be cold. It's a zombie burger, cold out of the grave.
Well, the meat was warm.
The meat's warm.
It is a trick burger.
That's true.
Certainly interesting.
Is that all it is? It's cheese and bacon? And that
potato or something.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad, but I preferred if it was all warm. I'm gonna take a quick pop into Planet Snoopy for a few minutes. Our littlest guy here is kind of in between. He still likes some of the Snoopy rides, as well as some of the older rides now, like the Gemini. Got some Peanut characters out, dressed up in Halloween costumes. We got Sheriff Franklin.
Get it.
I love Count Snoopy back there lurking behind the waterfall. Planet Snoopy's a pretty happening place right now. Are you sitting here debating whether or not you want to ride the Snoopy submarine?
I could.
Nah, you'd get sick. Motion sickness.
Took my medicine.
There you go, Lindsay. Seems like you'd really like this guy, Snoopy. Got a little Woodstock there on the brim of his straw hat. A couple fresh pumpkins underneath his little hay hands. Or his hands made of straw. See, I get straw and hay mixed up. I'm over here by the Wicked Twister and the Windseeker, and I've noticed that they pretty much have all the usual stuff for the little kids that they usually run during the Pumpkin Fest. So man, there's not going to be any shortage of entertainment for the little guys and girls. And they're also running the Spiderweb Crawl and Charlie Brown's Obstacle Course. Of course, they're not calling it that this year, but man, yeah, we've done that the last couple of years. They also have the Hay Bale Maze. Man, pretty much it's a normal event for the youngsters. So one of the events they have this year at Trick and Treats Fall Fest is trick-or-treating. Now they always have this for Great Pumpkin Fest, but I'm gonna tell you what, it's a little bit better this year. This year for the trick-or-treat stations, they built these cool little facades that the kids knock on the door, say trick-or-treat, and then get some candy. There are 10 stations. I'm not gonna show each and every one of them, just a couple of the ones that I find to be pretty cool, like this one. Some cute little aliens. Poke right in the eye. So check out the old Bayou Shack. And over here we got a little Day of the Dead going on. I like this one quite a bit. Little pumpkin house. Pretty festive. This really reminds me of the Legoland Trick or Treat Trail.
Oh yeah.
But I really like the way they did this, man. Good on Cedar Point.
I do too.
I think this is the last one that I'm gonna show. Nice little mummy Egyptian setup. Man, I thought that was gonna be that mummy foam pit at first that they used to have last year. That was a lot of fun. It was really cute.
Yeah.
I think they did a really good job.
I was very impressed.
Hopefully they keep these facades and put them out every year.
Yeah.
You know, maybe add a couple more. A lot of them look, there's like 2 or 3 of them that look very similar, but other than that, they had some pretty creative ones.
Very themed, and I like it that way.
Instead of in the Red Garter Inn, they're playing outside once again for the Halloween entertainment. That is a cool looking stage. Heading back here to the Frontier Trail, and I'm seeing a couple things back here that they don't usually have. Starting with this display, how about that? That is super cool. Really fitting back here too with the theming of the Frontier Trail. Now I think we have seen these skeletons with the pumpkins on their heads before, but just not back here, and not on this. And then there's this guy. How cool is that? That is an awesome little photo op. Usually it's just a scare zone back here on the Frontier Trail. It's pretty refreshing seeing some change of pace decorations. I was used to seeing the Harvest Fear scare zone in this part of the park, or at least that's what it's been the last couple of years. I'm glad they put up, you know, as much of the decorations as they could back here. I like just hanging out and resting in this part of the park. Always really enjoyed that gazebo. And usually during Halloweekends haunt, they've got some fog machines going on back here. Really creates a creepy atmosphere. Town Hall Museum is under renovations. We'll be able to see it next year for the 150th anniversary, the delayed 150th anniversary. Well, in case anybody's wondering, you do still have to have access passes for 4 of the coasters here. And they give them out twice a day, at noon and at 4:30. And look at Lindsay and Jakey got one, 6 to 7. Hey, I'm gonna skip it because we got the little guy and I don't think we feel like messing with 2 of us trying to ride it separately, but hey, good job, you got a pass. The Maverick, Millennium Force, and Top Thrill Dragster are the other 3 rides you need the access passes for. Well, Lindsay, you were worried, but looks like they got the Oogie Boogie lantern out. It looks suspiciously like Oogie Boogie.
All right, couples, here's what we're...
Still trying to make our way through all these tastings we bought, but each one's actually quite a bit of food. This particular one is a candied apple, or is it just a candy apple turkey leg? And you can get that from Backbeat Q. Now, there was 2 turkey legs. One was soaked in chili Thai sauce.
Nice work for couple number 2.
Spicy Thai. Devil Thai chili.
There you go, that's a mouthful. Alright, Woozy's going in for this candied apple turkey leg, which to me doesn't sound good. But I'm not a huge fan of candied apples to begin with. Caramel apples, but not candied. Well, is that what it tastes like? A turkey leg and candy sauce?
Like a maple glazed ham, but candy apple flavor instead.
What? I always enjoy coming over here by the Top Thrill Dragster and looking at all the different pumpkin displays they have out year after year in this area. And usually at night they have them all lit up. I don't know if they're gonna do that this year because the park closes at 8. And I think it's gonna be a while before it gets dark. Some of my favorite pumpkin stalks. I don't think these ones even have lights in them. Let's get a closer look and check it out here. Nope. No lights in these guys. Just a few more designs. Oh, they just made an announcement. Top Thrill Dragster is down. What a surprise. I think that ride goes down every single time I'm here. We are pretty much out of the Top Thrill Dragster area in all of the pumpkins. We got one last little display here. I don't remember these wagons being all over the park last year like they are this year. I wonder if this is kind of like a new thing, or is my memory just starting to go bad? I'm gonna go jump on the Super Himalaya. It's one of the rides I always typically will catch when I'm here. I can really tell I'm starting to get older because it's getting increasingly more difficult to get out of those stupid ride vehicles. It's been a really good day here so far. I mean, the crowd has been light. This is about as congested as I've seen it. And the temperature's been really nice today. Lake Erie Flyers are up next for us. Well, as soon as the guy's done wiping them down, that is. Well, while Lindsay is riding the Steel Vengeance or in the line for it, I'm gonna spend some quality time with my youngest in Camp Spooky. I am on a mission to find out what makes Camp Snoopy spooky. So far, I'm just seeing cute. Hey, didn't I see you hanging around in Planet Snoopy not that long ago? And Lucy, you were right next to Schroeder in Planet Snoopy as well. What's going on here, man? Is this a paint by numbers deal? Uh-oh, we got a pumpkin smashing culprit on our hands here in Camp Spooky. We got Sheriff Franklin on the case. Yeah, that was a bit of an absurd joke, but what do you expect, man? I've been stuck in Camp Snoopy now for a while. Woodstock Express is one of the very few rides I can ride back here in Camp Snoopy, yet Junior Mint there requested to go on it alone. Well, well, look who's back from her Steel Vengeance trip. How was it?
It was great. Still my favorite ride now.
Well, I'm jealous you got to ride it. I got to ride Lake Erie Flyers. It's 7:30 and the park closes at 8, so I'm running out of time quickly, and I still got a couple tastings to do. Here's one of the tastings we're here for. We've got the sweet pizza and then the fall harvest pizza. I think Lindsay's getting that. I have no interest in it. Oh, what luck, right next to where the pizza is, there's a cupcake treat line. Oh my goodness, what do you got, buddy?
Cupcake.
Whoa, don't hold it so close. What is that, a candy corn cupcake?
Yep.
Alright, you goofs, we're gonna have to get moving. You're gonna have to eat that on the run if I'm gonna get my final tasting. Oh, you got the fall.
We wanted dessert, but they were out.
Oh, see, that's what I thought you'd go for, dessert. No, it's correct. Man, look at these cupcakes you guys got. What the heck? Can you imagine how much cooler this would be at night if it had some like orange and purple lights on it?
Oh yeah. That would be awesome.
I don't know where they've been hiding this guy all these years.
I don't know.
It's probably new. Oh, it's such a bummer. I'm used to seeing this passageway full of fog and lights with an actor just waiting for you to clear the exit there so they can jump out at you. It's alright, it'll just make next year that much better. Let's better look at this stage that they were performing on earlier. It looks really cool lit up at night. On normal years, this section of the park is a nightmare to try to make it through. The crowd is usually thick here. Okay, good, they do have it lit up in this part. I was really worried. It's probably look really good here in a few weeks when it's actually dark at 7 o'clock. So I was able to sneak in grabbing a few more tastings. It's kind of hard to see, but this is the Worms and Dirt funnel cake. We got 3 of these, and then I got a pumpkin spice one. Pretty much looks the same. It's not as exciting looking. And then we also got some tomato soup that we'll dig out here. Okay, I thought I was getting tomato soup, but there was a miscommunication between Lindsay and I. And we've got the goblin soup, which is a French onion soup. Still looks good, I'll still eat it. We're gonna take these to the car though, they are closing up. Well, the day is over, the park is closing, we are leaving. I'm gonna give you my final thoughts in the car. And instead of in the car, I'm at home. I had a really long drive from Cedar Point back home, so I decided to skip talking about what I thought of the event in the car and save it for home. Unfortunately, I'm very tired now because we've been on the road for such a long time, so I'm gonna try and keep this pretty quick. French onion soup, really liked it, didn't eat the whole thing. I mean, I ate all the soup, but didn't eat the bowl. But it was good, it was a good tasting. The funnel cake, I ate like half of it and couldn't finish it, it was too sweet. And then kind of like halfway through it I realized like I don't think I even really like funnel cakes. So most people probably would like it, just wasn't my thing. Overall, that event, Trick or Treats fall event, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good substitute for Halloweekends, considering everything that's going on this year. I would say it's a better event for people that have small children. Seemed to be a lot to do for kids. It was very similar to Pumpkin Fest, even a little bit expanded. Not much different as far as adults and teenagers going on in the park other than those tastings, which were good. There were also several little shows throughout the park that I didn't have a chance to film. A couple of them were geared towards kids, a couple of them were geared towards adults, but nothing too fantastic. I mean, they were nice. It's better to have those than not to have them, but I mean, it wasn't anything too fantastic. What else? Great that they put out the Halloween decorations, and it seems like I had another thought. Oh yeah, there was a couple other things that we didn't get an opportunity to film. They had several games set up for kids, carnival style games that you could pay and play and win little prizes. We didn't get a chance to do those. And they also had some sort of a lost candy QR game. I don't know what it was. It was some sort of a scavenger hunt or something. It was basically somebody's candy had been stolen, and you had to go around the park and figure out who the culprit was. We started it, but we just didn't have time. The whole day was rushed. For as long as it takes to get on every single ride now, and that's not a complaint, that's just, it takes longer. And to do all of the trick-or-treating and the little bit of fall events that we could squeeze in, it was a hectic day. So I'd almost suggest right now spending 2 days to get everything done. But that's it, that's all I'm going to say. I do have more thoughts on it, but I think I'll make a video tomorrow and sort of expand what I feel about the fall event. But in the meantime, thanks for watching.